all behind. Won't stop till the finish line. We'll go together on this open road.
After 7 months of exploring the eastern and central South Island of New Zealand, we've had some incredible experiences and parked up in some of New Zealand's most beautiful campsites. We feel incredibly lucky to be living this lifestyle. We've had a few tick boxes or things that we've really wanted to do and experience on this trip that things we've wanted to tick off. One of many was to park up somewhere and get snowed in. Waking up and looking out your window at a winter wonderland is an experience that is pretty rare for those of us who come from New Zealand's North Island. But we've decided to head to the west coast, where snow is not common in this more coastal area. For the past 3 months we've kept our eyes on the weather forecasts, and our first attempt to park up and get snowed in was at Lake Oho. That snow wasn't even close. And then Twizel, Tekapo, Lake Clearwater, no luck. With some snow once again forecasted, we've timed our leaving and we're heading up to the Lewis Pass to a dock camp, Deer Valley. It's 800 metres above sea level, and it's our final attempt at getting snowed in before spring and summer are again upon us. It's an easy drive and tow over the Lewis Pass, a lot easier than I was expecting, as this is one of only 3 roads that will or can take you over the mountains to the west coast. We were really looking forward to seeing the temperatures drop and the potential for snow come closer as we got higher. Okay, Deer Creek Flat, we're here. Bit of rain around. Nice little pockets, I guess, to park into. It's just a little bit wet. It's definitely a lot colder. There was a great little spot right at the end of the campground to park up. It was taking up a bit of room, which we didn't think would be much of an issue at this time of the year and with this weather forecast. So cold, I can see my breath really good. Definitely a bit of mucking around to get down to the end here. We're just getting level. We are taking up this entire turning circle, but there is another spot to turn around further up. We're free from the truck. Cool, so who knows how long we'll be here. We're looking at snow for a few days. We're prepared for that. We've only got 15 litres of diesel for our heater though, so we might have to conserve our heating a little bit. Worst case scenario is just do the old fire up the stove. Nah, we can always four-wheel drive out of here anyway and go and get some more. With some wet weather, we spent quite a lot of time in the caravan.
We're just drawing some ideas for a Leopardsgowild logo.
We've spent the afternoon today doing some Leopardsgowild logo designs, something that we definitely have thought about for a long time. These are some of the ideas that we've got. Well, good morning everyone. It's like a Lake Clearwater repeats itself. Pretty blue skies this morning. Me and Jade are going to head off for a bit of a jog. There's a trail that runs up alongside the road up to one of the alpine lakes up here. So we will go and get some exercise before we truly become, hopefully, caravan bound because it's snowing. So snow's forecast for tonight and tomorrow. Yeah, so we'll go and do this trail. There is a trail in the forest that follows along the road on the other side, but we couldn't find the entrance to it, so we just stayed on the road for our journey up the hill. So this is kind of the top or the summit of the road, kind of the last good pullover area. You can freedom camp here. It's definitely feeling a little bit exposed. There's a cold air and it's a little bit windy, but you can camp here. There are some pretty cool views and a short 800-metre loop trail, but this is the beginning of a multi-day tramp through the St. James Conservation Park as well. Some pretty cool views up here.
I remember well, it was long ago. And it's true, there's things these photographs don't show. When she took my hand
We found the track finally. We've been looking for a while, walking up from the road, but definitely no maintenance been done in here for a long time. Me and Jade questioned if the road would be better. Every little bridge was washed out and the trail got more and more overgrown and muddy as we went on. But Jade is always up for an adventure. You don't really expect trails that are so close to the main road to be in this kind of condition. You kind of expect that they're going to be a lot more maintained.
Well, we made our way up to the tree line when the cloud fell down and covered us in white. And the world below.
Back at the caravan, the kids were getting into some schoolwork. Wet weather days see the kids doing a lot more schoolwork than they would be doing when the sun is out.
Doing schoolwork.
We're up to Mum being very stern.
What do you have to do, Riley?
Great explanation.
Yeah.
Because we could potentially get stuck here, we've been getting our food, dishes, hot water stuff out of the creek and boiling it in the caravan, so that way we can conserve as much water as we can, just in case it does get quite snowy and we can't get out of here. Ta-da! Well, it's all on tonight. We've got the full winter spread going. We've got chicken, veggies, gravy, mashed potatoes, and fresh homemade bread. Well, we're a little bit disappointed. There is some snow flurries around us. Nothing's settling on the ground though. It's cold enough, well it's snowing. Our main mountain up here hasn't really got too much snow on it, but down the valley where it's lower seems to have gotten a good covering of snow. We just have to hope and hold out that it's going to fall and start settling. It needs to be a bit thicker. And you're so tough.
Some may have read that I'm a self-confessed softie.
You are. Everyone's getting nice and dressed up. We're going to go for a drive to Springs Junction, get a weather forecast, and we're also going to fill up our diesel container for our heater, which we haven't actually used too much diesel, which is good. And
Been very conservative.
yeah. Well, we deserted the caravan for a bit down to Springs Junction. The forecast is still saying for snow and for it to get heavier, so we're probably going to wait out where we are. Beautiful spot down here at Springs Junction though. This is the Marble Hill campground. The kids are pretty keen on camping and hanging out here. There's some cool trees, some swings, and it's beautiful scenery.
Almost drowned in open water till you swam across that raging sea.
This is a wall that they built in 1964 to measure the alpine fault in any movement. So this is right across the fault line for earthquakes. That's pretty cool. The wall still looks pretty solid to me. Has it moved, Soph?
I reckon the last big earthquake here was the 1600s and they're waiting for the big one.
Finally, we have some snow falling again at our campsite. You can see the mountains. You can just make out like one of the mountains there, and the others have disappeared in snow cloud. So hopefully it's gonna like get a good dumping going.
I need it to settle on the ground.
This is definitely the most though.
Settling on my jacket.
The clouds kept breaking up to blue skies, which meant there wasn't really any snow falling around us. Alright, well, a little bit disappointed. It hasn't been too much snow, but we are making a nice homemade soup for dinner with some homemade bread and an apple cake. Because we have been trying to empty the caravan out, so when we go over the Lewis Pass, we are as light as we possibly can be. So we're using almost everything up. Cupboards are looking a bit bare, fridge is looking a bit bare. But here's the soup and the bread. And a little shout out to Lynn and Paul who called into the caravan when we went into Springs Junction to get an updated weather forecast. Thanks for the little card in the note, guys, and it was nice to see you in town. Thanks for coming to say hi. A nice hearty meal to warm our stomachs and warm our souls, which was slowly losing hope. The next morning, which was day 4, we awoke to a pathetic dumping of snow. We were getting pretty mad because we felt like we were going to miss our opportunity to camp in the snow. There wasn't really a lot to do up here with the cold, wet weather. This place was starting to suck. But the kids made the most of the pathetic amount of snow that we did get. We drove up to the summit later in the day to see if there was more snow up there. The kids loved it. But me and Soph knew what kind of experience we wanted to have, and that was at least 10 centimetres of snow. Having everything covered, including the trees, was what we needed for this to be a successful trip of camping in the snow, not this light dusting of snow garbage. It's especially disappointing because the weather forecast was for 3 or 4 days of significant amounts of snow. Alright, weather update. It is snowing a lot heavier out there now. We're fingers crossed it's just going to keep going and start settling soon. It's kind of our last chance, really. Our last chance of snow for a very long time anyway. This was about the 4th time we'd seen the snow falling, but it always amounted to nothing. Alright kids, what are you kids playing outside in the snow? What are you playing?
Nothing? Hair salon. Yeah, we're playing a hair salon and we're going to do each other's hairstyles. First we need to brush our hair.
Are you playing too, Toby?
No.
Why is your hair brushed?
You see it? No. He's got his comb. What comb?
Did you not want to miss out? Did you want to play what the girls are playing?
No.
Tell me everything I need to know.
Me and Jay did each other's hair, and we even did the hair ties the same. I did Jade's and she did mine.
Alright, the snow's slowly accumulating on the grass. Consistent snowfall. Hopeful. Another update. This must be like number 7. But it is snowing really heavy out there now. And it's dark and it's actually settling really thickly. Let's go and have a look.
What? The road's covered in snow.
Yeah, pretty excited. It's like snowing real heavy now and settling. Obviously the freezing temperatures drop right down. So cool. Alright, how was the snow tonight, kids?
Absolutely awesome. I hope that it didn't rain. I hope it doesn't rain tonight. Yeah, I hope it's like 10 to 20 centimeters tomorrow, or 15 to 20. It's gonna be great.
What if we can't go tomorrow?
That'd be even better because then we can play in the snow for the whole day. Good morning.
What's happened?
It snowed even more.
Whoa, it's our winter wonderland out there.
Yeah.
We got it! We got our winter wonderland and I think we're all pretty happy about that. Beautiful. It was a roller coaster of emotions waiting for the snow dump. 4 days mostly spent in the caravan. We couldn't have been happier for a perfect amount of snowfall. Some other people came and parked up here last night too. I don't think they had seen an updated forecast of the snow, but they're trapped here with us. This is the road getting out. Gosh, the old snowplows did a good job last night of clearing the road. Feels pretty legit.
Well, we made our way up to the tree line. When the cloud fell down and covered us in white, and the world below was like a rolling sea. So we watched from the tallest peak, and we were singing, ooh, if you'll be mine, then ooh, we will climb, 'cause we belong here with the great Tetons. If you'll be mine, then
Pika, you guys are stealing all of the snow.
we'll climb. 'Cause you and I.
After a couple of hours of playing in the snow, it was time to go back to our nice warm caravan to warm up, dry out and watch a movie, which is the first time we've all watched a movie together since we've been in the caravan. Still 0 degrees outside, but the snow is melting pretty quick and falling out of the trees. Lots of patches of like wetness everywhere. Alright, well we have made the decision to pack up and leave. It's about 3 in the afternoon now, probably about the safest time to drive. The roads are pretty clear. We just did a drive up to the summit to check it all out, make sure the roads are not too busy. Definitely plenty of people that have come up to have a play in the snow. So we're going to head to Reefton. We're not sure where we're going to stay yet. It's going to be pretty late by the time we get there. But anyway, we'll probably see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.
Tell me to come.